It's a gorgeous late summer, autumn day. It's about 12-13 degrees C. Bit of a headwind, but not too strong. And I'm cycling out to Balerno to do the route around the Rigg, as it's known, round the Rigg. It's about a 10k, 6-mile circuit of the farms to the sort of southwest of Balerno. So I'll speak to you again when we're in Balerno. So we're in Balerno now. Lost the sun in the last 5 miles of cycling. So heading up Johnsburn Road. Quite a hilly cycle today. There's one longish bit that I remember as a child. Past Coburn Hill Farm, I think it is, and it stretches up towards the Pentlands at West Rigg Farm. I was going to take it easy coming out the old railway, but I got into the groove and got into it, so I'm knackered already. Still got a bit of a headwind, not too strong. Prefer a tailwind though. Just passing Lovedale. Lots of new houses since I stayed here. All these on the right are new, although they were building them when I stayed, when I was still here. Mind you, I left here nearly 50 years ago. Glenboot Road's coming up. Takes you around to the Langwan, the Lanark Road, via Glenbrook, which is a wee hamlet. Coburn Hill Road. Walked up and down here a lot back in the day. Cycled a bit as well. This is Good Trees Farm coming up on the left. I've got Balerno Farm further up on the left, Coburn Farm on the right, which is where we all used to get our milk from in Balerno and Curry. Wee glass bottles with the orangey red lettering on them. Nice of that guy really taking his time behind me before he overtook. That's Balerno Farm over there. Hope I've got you in frame okay. Coburn Farm over there through the trees. So this circuit from Balerno to Balerno is about 10k, 6 miles. There's a race round here every year during the gala week, and I don't know if they do more than one circuit. They maybe have different levels of race. Maybe they have 1, 2 and 3 circuits. Corby's in the trees, what an autumnal sound that is, eh? Legs going like pistons here. Wow, look at the colour of that. This road on the right takes you around to Buteland Farm, where I would occasionally stay as a youngster. My parents were friends with family that stayed there. Before we went to New Zealand, my dad would take my sister and I on the motorbike from Curry up to Buteland Farm, drop us off, turn around and go back for Mum and the dog, Lackey, mostly a pup at that time, border collie, didn't like children much. Yeah, and Mo and I, my sister and I, we would stay there, often stay there, and Mum and Dad would go back. The man of the house was an ex-German prisoner of war who decided to stay here, got married, raised a family. Worked on the farm, hard worker, strong German accent. Nice guy, hard but fair, I guess you would call him. Not that I think everyone was back then. Once again, like my cycle out up the reservoirs a few weeks ago, I might resort to the granny cog up this hill. I don't remember it being particularly steep, but it just goes on a bit. And there's always been a wee stream running down this road. You'd think they'd have got the drainage sorted out by now. We moved out here in January 1968 and nothing much has changed. Oh, it's not wanting to change down. Try again. No, nuts. Thought I had a puncture. $10 miles an hour. Sorry, 10 kph. 6 miles an hour. Whew. I don't know how much of the hill you can see from the camera and its point of view, a bit lower on my chest, but you'll probably hear by my breathing that there's a bit of an incline here. that big long hill there's Cairn Hill. I think the wee pointy one might be Easter Kip. Yay, up the hill. That wasn't so bad, even without the granny cog. I think a bit of maintenance is required on that front derailleur though, just in case I need it in an emergency. Lovely big stack of timber. Smells lovely. Reminds me of chopping firewood in New Zealand. That lovely smell. Some of these trees to the left put me in mind of Mirkwood from Tolkien's Hobbit and Lord of the Rings books. Going to stop for a wee quick drink. That's West Rigg down there where we used to stay, and Balerno Mills farm, I think, is it? Pentland Hills in the background. Black hill over there with the sun on it, and a patchy heather growth from burning it down for grouse feeding on the young shoots. So that's West Rigg. East Rigg is just along a wee bit, we'll pass that soon. And apparently I was looking up Rigg. Rigg's an old Scottish term for farms, as I remember, but it comes from the old ridge and furrow system of ground preparation. It was common in Ireland, probably in England as well. I think it's still quite common up north and in the Hebrides and such like, and crofts. Long furrowed, like the way you plant potatoes with that. You know, you pile the soil up as the potatoes grow up. Well, the soil, you pile the soil up. That's where you put your plants. It provides drainage. I think it gets a bit more heat from the sun. So yeah, they were known. That was ridge and furrow. Ridge apparently is the Scottish ridge. The Scottish word for ridge is in common use then was Rigg. So East Rigg, West Rigg, pardon me, around the Rigg, around the farms, I guess. So it's more or less downhill all the way back to Balerno now. Including the steep hill, the wee steep hill that I cycled up a few weeks ago. But of course cycling down it this time. We used to get picked up by a little minibus, which was a local taxi, I think, when we stayed out here to go down to Balerno Primary School. This is East Rigg, which has changed a lot. There were a lot of trees there, if I remember right. My pal Maureen stayed there. Don't know if you can see it away in the distance through the trees. You have Edinburgh, the Forth Estuary. You might even see the bridges. Fife on the other side. If I've got the camera angle right, I'll try and zoom in when I'm processing. That copper foliage is gorgeous. I'm not going to bother going around the reservoir today. If I was, I would turn right at the end of the road here, but we're going to turn left down past the old Marksbanks Hotel, which is probably demolished and it's all residential now. My mum used to work in the hotel back in the day. I met my first wife there. at a friend of a friend's 21st. Let the guy pass. Phew. And here we are back in Balerno. Just about time to switch off. I have a 6 mile cycle home down the old water reef.